Was grinning, look, I got more time. Cause it saved me, and I'm still the same OG. I'm still the same OG. Yeah, I'm still the same OG.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio. You are tuned into K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Rocking out for the second interview. I appreciate you guys. You know the drill.
K100, you bastards.
What up, y'all? Shout out to everybody that's watching, man. I appreciate everybody that's rocking out with us, man. Listen, this is another direct line interview on K100 Radio. We are rocking out now with the homie, the Messenger, all right? And we're going to bring the homie over here on the phone line real quick. Let me pull him up. Hold on. Messenger, what's good, fam? What up, though?
What's good, man? You already know, man. How's it going?
I'm good, man. What's up? Welcome to the show. I appreciate you for...
yeah, man, I appreciate this, man. Appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely, man. So I'm glad you got a chance to chop it up with us, man. First of all, I'm going to start the music real quick. I'm going to pause, all right, and let you give out, you know, some pertinent information. Who you are, where you from. Just let my audience know who we rocking with, man. You got it? Go ahead.
Got you. Hey, man, y'all already know who that is. It's the Messenger. Hey, man, I'm a country boy from Pearson, Georgia. I've been doing music for about 3 years now, seriously. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hip-hop, R&B. I write, I engineer. I do it all, anything dealing with music. Shout out to my, you know what I'm saying, my family. Shout out to my wife for holding it down for me. Shout out to the team, PVMG. Shout out to my manager, DJ Swag, for, you know what I'm saying, helping me out and making these moves. And shout out to my engineer, my A&R, Flo Singleton, for, you know, helping me stay locked in and stay in the pocket with the music, man. It's been a journey. I just got off tour, just did a 3-city tour with Moss Entertainment out of Atlanta, Georgia. We hit Indianapolis, we hit Cincinnati, and we hit Louisville. And, man, that was a great experience, man. So I'm just rocking out, man. I'm staying consistent and staying, you know, in the people's face, so they realize who I am as an artist and what I bring to the table.
Man, dope stuff, bro.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
We rocking out, man. This is the Messenger, man. The homie says he represents Pearson, Georgia. This is another one of our direct line interviews over here on K100 Radio. This is where we give a chance to really have a straight-up conversation with our artists, man. So this feature artist, the Messenger, he just gave a real quick introduction, man. But I want to talk a little bit more about everything that he's got going on, man. Shout out to his whole team. Shout out to my guy, DJ Swag, his manager, somebody that we've been knowing for years. Man, first of all, where is Pearson, Georgia? Where is that at? The homie Robert, the Messenger,
man.
Representing Pearson, Georgia, man. Where is that at, bro?
Pearson, Georgia is literally in the middle of nowhere. But, like, it's in the center of everything. So, like, if people are familiar with Valdosta or Waycross or Douglas or Tifton, like, you're right there in the middle. Yeah, it's a city of two red lights. I put it like this. Everybody know who Tyreek Hill is.
Yeah.
Just got traded to the Miami Dolphins. Tyreek Hill is from Pearson, Georgia.
I did not know that until today. And I love football. I love football, and I learned something today on the show. But right down there, going through Onion County, right down 75, like you're going toward. If you're leaving Atlanta, going to Jacksonville, you'll find it somewhere up in there on 75. Pretty much. That's.
Oh yeah, you'll find it. Matter of fact, well, for me, you gotta hit 82 or 441 to pass through Highway 82 or 441 to pass through Pearson. If you take the interstate, you'll never see my city.
All right.
It's all highways.
All right, so let's talk about, you know what? I got time. You feel me? I love my my interesting interviews and my people that come through, and y'all on the back end. So we can go over a little bit. We started a little bit late, but this is K100 Radio. This is a direct line interview, a live interview on our broadcast with the homie, the Messenger. Shout out to him. And I got to get a little bit in depth because this is called direct line interviews. We have direct conversations. I got to ask you, fam. You said you're from a city with 2 red lights. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how is that how do you get inspired to like feel like you can get to the next level and become a star in the music industry, which is so tough? When you're from Pearson, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? I know you probably maybe had to relocate, because I can't imagine any part of the industry having roots down there like studios and stuff. Probably had to come to Atlanta to get the grind on, obviously, to the closest city, which is the Mecca. But still, how do you even just get the inspiration to feel like I can do it when you're from a small town like that?
For me, you know, being that I'm from a small town and the mindset that I've always had, like I've always wanted to be different. I always had the mindset that I wasn't going to let, you know, small town living. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with small town living. I love where I'm from. But I never wanted to be boxed in. I always wanted to reach my full potential. And I've been singing and writing music since I was a kid, since I can remember. So I felt like, you know, there was no reason for me to stay just boxed in and keep my mind in solitude. So I enlisted into the Army in 2013.
Okay.
And then I started seeing like different parts of the world and traveling and doing that. And I was saying to myself, like, if this country boy can see all these different areas, Germany, Paris, Berlin, Amsterdam, if I can see that, then what would happen if I take my talent and my passion and put my all into it? What would happen if I do that? I can reach the whole masses of people with my music. And now I'm here in Augusta, which is only a couple hours away from Atlanta. That allowed me that easy access to travel back and forth and make these moves. And once I got back into Georgia, there was nothing going to stop me from pursuing my passion. And I've been doing it since then.
Good stuff, man. I love that. You know, and like you said, you know, you went out and saw the world, and inspires you and lets you know that you can always do more. You can always be greater. I myself am not as small as Pearson. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm from a small city too that's not really big. Like, I'm not from a metropolitan known area either. And you know, I struggled with finding inspiration to pursue my dreams growing up, because I didn't have anybody to look up to personally that did it before. Like you said, Tyreek Hill. I mean, there's a lot of guys from Georgia that made it to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Maybe not from Pearson, but still, you know, it's kind of hard when you've never had anybody that you can personally connect with that had success in the field to draw and just feel like you can realistically make it. You have to dream. So you said that you're an engineer and you do everything with music, man. So tell me about that full skill set. How did you get into engineering and producing and all that?
What happened for me was when I was a kid, I played band. I was in the band, so I was a drummer. I'm a drummer by trade.
Okay.
So drums was, I love anything dealing with making a beat. Mm-hmm. So what happened was coming into this industry and learning about budgets and learning about marketing and learning about what it takes to actually produce a record. And understanding that I didn't have the access to really drive or really get into studios. So I started building my studio when I was living in Texas, because there really wasn't no studios in El Paso, Texas.
Right.
So I started building my own studio, and I just started going on YouTube and learning how to engineer. And when I bought my audio interface, it came with a Studio One Professional. So I just started diving into that and learning how to do it myself. So then I started getting a more of an ear for the music, learning the different knobs and the different, you know, patterns of how to do things within the engineer world. Right. So it brought out more of my creativity, because when I lock into my own studio, I can actually go in there and get creative as I want to without having to pay for it. So then when it's time to finalize my sound, I'm not going into anyone else's studio wasting their time. I already have everything locked in.
Listen, I gotta give you some real props, bro, because we walked a very similar path. Like, for me where I'm at, with me sitting here, I did and you probably never really met me or talked to me because, you know, this is our first introduction. But I pretty much did almost the same exact thing that you did. Like literally all the way down to all the way down to I went to the military. I was from a small town, went to the military, knew I really wanted to do music. Got out of the military, came straight to Atlanta, didn't even go back home. I'm an artist myself by trade. Got tired of paying producers and engineers, so I went to school to learn how to engineer, and then I taught myself how to produce on an MPC. That's how old I am.
Okay.
And so your story is shockingly similar to mine. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how it all happens for a lot of us. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, man. I'm a firm believer that everything is put in place and happens for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff, man. So let's talk about the music itself. Like, you said that you R&B, hip hop. Now, so when people say that normally, I'm like, okay. So what are they really like? What are they really like? You said you do both. Like, that's a broad scope. Like, talk about the music itself. Like, what's your inspiration and what kind of style? I guess if you do both, you can't really narrow it down. We got a couple of hybrids out here that do both, that are good at it. But let's talk about, you know, why you feel like you do both and why you feel like you can't really just pick one.
Solely because with the gift and the talent that I have been given, I've never wanted to be boxed into one genre. I never wanted to be boxed into like, oh, he's only a pop singer, or he's only a hip hop artist. Because solely I grew up on a lot of music. I remember when my dad was playing The Whispers and Johnny Taylor and Marvin Cease. Like, I grew up on a lot of different styles of music. And then growing up and listening to Michael Jackson and growing into Neo, Chris Brown, but then also growing up with the Lil Waynes, the Kanye Wests, the Eminems, the Twista, like Mystical, like the whole No Limit era. Like, I grew up listening to a lot of music. So I gravitated to the style of writing in a lot of different ways. So there may be times where I just feel like I'm in a mood of loving, and I'm in a mood of talking about some heartbreak or anything dealing with R&B, and I just tap into it. But there may be some times where I just want to, you know, pop my talk and, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, have a good time and, you know, just be on something deeper, and then I just tap into the hip hop side. So I'm blessed to be able to have a pen and the voice to be able to tap in on both sides.
Oh, you definitely are. If you can do both and you can pull it off and it sounds good, you know what I mean? I mean, who am I to argue? One of the biggest artists in the world is Drake. Who am I to argue? Right. Who's gonna argue against Drake's path? And Drake sings and he raps. That's just facts. He sings and he literally sings and raps. So there's that part. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You don't have to love Drake. You don't have to like Drake, but you have to respect Drake's grind and
you gotta respect it. Yeah,
it's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So this is K100 Radio. I'm your host,
sure.
Listen. Absolutely.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
We rock it out with the Messenger. I want to get into the music.
Sir.
All right. I got a video for you too, as well, right? So we've got two songs by you, but we got one of them called "Run Up," and we actually got a video for that one. And I got that joint loaded up. So if you're watching right now on our YouTube channel, or if you're watching over there on our Facebook page, Facebook live stream, you'll be able to actually see the video. You feel me? So shout out to everybody that's watching over there.
Okay.
I got to tell you this. I watched the video. I love this record. So tell me about like some of the struggles that you have as an independent artist putting all this stuff together. Because I know, I don't know you, but I know for a fact, kind of sort of probably how your brain works. You sound just like me,
right?
Whereas you're not going to wait for anybody to do it. You're going to do it yourself. So you probably had a nice little hand in making sure this got done. You know what I mean? What was it like shooting this video, and what is it like, you know, being that talented, knowing that you got control of everything? Because sometimes people like us who could control and do everything, we don't know when to let go. We don't know when to secede, give it over to somebody else. We tend to do too much. Tell me about that.
Well, to be honest with you, it's the fact that, you know, I mean, I got a team. I say that. I do have a team. Like I have, you know, I do have support. But when it comes down to me putting all this stuff together, like I know that where I wanted to shoot the video at. So I got in contact with the owner of the building, and got that locked in. And then once I got that locked in with the time, I called Swag, just Swag TV. Swag, he shot the video, and it was, and everybody in the video is either cousins, wives, cousins' girlfriend, and my wife. Right. My wife is the leading lady in the video, and that's important to me because I have a family and a supporting team that's willing to, you know, stand by me, and if I need them for videos or any type of thing, they're there for me, and I truly appreciate it. So putting together videos really isn't a lot of work anymore, solely because I shoot with Swag.
Right. Also, and you don't need to get video vixens because you don't want to get stabbed in your sleep by your wife.
Right.
No need for unnecessary drama. So we're just gonna put wifey in the video. Just put wifey in the video like you did. Right. Solve all that. Put her in the video.
Right. I'm gonna be honest with you, but one of my inspirations on that was I always noticed how Kevin Gates and Eric Bellinger, how they rock out. Kevin Gates on the hip hop side and Eric Bellinger on the R&B side, how they put their wives in their videos, and how Nipsey, rest in peace Nipsey Hussle, how he used to put Lauren in the videos, and I respect that. And I was like, it's okay to put your wife in the video, and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I understand. But we've been a little bit unfair when we talking about Lauren though. It's not fair to the average woman.
Right.
All right, let's get to the video. Hey, if you're watching this, turn. It sounds like I got a little echo from you. Maybe turn down if you're watching this on a computer or something. I feel like I'm getting the echo over there on your end. Turn that down. I feel like if you're watching this on your phone or something like that, turn that volume down. It's giving me an echo. All right, but anyway, this is K100 Radio. We're live right now. We're talking about with the messenger, and I'm getting ready to play this video for him. Hold on a second. The name of the song is called "Run It Up." So tell me about that, Joe. Give me a synopsis and give me an intro, messenger, about that record.
Hey man, "Run It Up" is solely about rubbing it, not necessarily rubbing it in their face, but basically proving people wrong, letting people know that no matter where I'm from, no matter what I've been through, look at me now. Like, I'm constantly running it up. I'm still saying what I said I was going to do, and nothing's going to stop me from running it up. So that's the synopsis of "Run It Up."
All right, let's check this one down. Again, I got the video for this one. So you guys check it out over there on YouTube and all that stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Find the video if you like it. This is the messenger. Name of this joint is called "Run It Up." Check it out. It's K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards! You bastards! You bastards!
I mean, all I do is grind, man. That money ain't gonna come to me, I gotta go get it. You feel me?
Steady running up the D's, got that million money, tall days, ceiling, hundreds and twins. Running up the D's, got that million money, tall days, ceiling, hundreds and twins. Running up the D's, got that million money, tall days, ceiling. Running up the D's, got that million money, tall days, ceiling. Running up like a track, stay moving to the money like a athlete. Gotta run down, stop, relax me, cause I stick to the strip. no pulpit, and no mental. All I need is a mic I can get on, and a crazy beat I can't let it on. Guaranteed to have the blood jumping, and if I fuck with the mailman, finna bring the check home. I make the pots, y'all pulling out. I only withdraw large amounts. You steady bragging about what y'all got, and I ain't steady not one amount. I'ma make it free, what do you own? I make moves just to make more. You the type of guy that'll flex a lot, instead of borrowing your cousin clothes. I go and get it by any means. I had a dream, all I saw was cream. While you steady riding on your enemies, I'm steady rising on my enemies. Because
what you gonna do? Don't do that.
That left my rip.
Left my rip.
That's mine.
Put the other five in now. Put the other five in. Put the other five. 5 and 5. You put 4. 7. No, I put 5. I put 5. You already know. 8. Little too much. Whoa. Y'all gonna do without me, bro? Y'all gonna do this without me, bro?
Put your money down there.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
Running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling, 150s and them 20s. Running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling, 150s and them 20s. Said I'm running. Said I'm running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling. Said I'm running. Steady running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling. Said I'm running and I can't stop. All this drip coming feeling like a raindrop. I'm too hot to cool like one ton suit. And my money different color like fruit loops. I'm too blessed to stress about what's next. I used to be broke, living check to check. Now it's brand new whips from the dealership. Ain't nothing in it cause I own this. Top floor suites when I vacate. Been making money since 8th grade. Birthdays used to be the worst days. Never got cake without birthdays. They know what it is when I enter the room. Get married the money, you jump the broom. She cheating on you cause she let her see me. Whenever I touch her, she get what I need. Oh yeah, I'm on go here. Just say that place we can go there. My style is unique and so rare. I inherit this life so ill. How I'm killing these rappers, it isn't fair. I want all this smoke, you just giving air. I'm the hottest coming out my city, and it's been 7 years since we living there. Steady running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling, 150s and them 20s. Running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling, 150s and them 20s. Said I'm running. Said I'm running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling. Said I'm running. Steady running up the D, just got to stack me a million. Money taller than the ceiling.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards.
All right, K100 Radio, I'm your host, Blizzard. This is the direct line interview. We chopping it up with the messenger. All right, that was the name of his joint, man. It was called Run It Up. This is K100 Radio. Remember, this is a direct line interview, man. Hey, messenger. Hello.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? Welcome again back to the show. It's good talking to you, man. Let me check my phone line. Let me see if I got this 984 number on the line. I'm gonna see if they rocking with you or not. Hold on a second. Area code 984-444. What up? Who this?
Yes, can I do a shout out to the messenger?
Yes, go ahead. Give a shout out real quick.
Keep on grinding and shining, baby.
All right. To the messenger, they said keep on grinding and shining, homie. That's for you, bro. They on the phone line checking in.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Thank you for calling in, caller. All right. So
K100, you bastards.
We got another song from you too, man. We got to make sure we drop these records. You know what I'm talking about. But let's talk about your relationship with the homie DJ Swag. Like, it's really important for artists to have good management, a good team, good representation, man. How did you hook up with the homie and got plugged in with us?
So back in 2020, I met Swag. Swag gave me my very first radio interview.
Oh, okay.
He gave me my first. Yeah, he gave me my first radio interview when he was at Hood Rich Films.
But how did that come about? But how did that become from there to your manager? Like that's a big step. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
How does that happen?
So right. So how that worked was so he gave me my first radio interview, and we would do business here and there. But then what happened was my very first music video that went viral was my R&B track that I did, Stretch Marks. Mm-hmm. And he shot that video. And then I started doing like pop-ups and things, and then next thing you know, he shot my next video. And then he shot my next video. And then he shot my next video. And then on top of that, he saw how I was staying consistent.
Right. Well, consistency is the key, man. Like, more than anything, you know what I'm saying? More than, there's a lot of factors. There is no formula. There is no, equation that equals fame, that equals a million records sold or whatever. But everybody has to take their own path, and it's always going to be a different combination every time of what happens. But consistency is always one of the prime numbers I give it. If we're talking math, it's part of the ones and the zeros in this code that you got to have. You feel what I'm saying? In order to go to where you really want to go, if you want to be able to live off your music in this entertainment industry, man. Good stuff.
Right.
So I got another record by you. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then I just shot. He was my mentor the whole entire time, and then I just shot him a message about something, and it just so happened that he was already thinking about bringing me under management a year before I even had that conversation with him. So that just goes to show that we were already thinking on the same page. I had already really wanted him to be my manager, but really never knew how to ask because I've never had a manager. I've always did this by myself.
Right.
We was already running it up before the contract, and we've been doing crazy numbers since then. So.
All right, good stuff, man. All right, so I got this other record. It's called I Found Love. So tell me about this record. Is this completely different from the other one?
Yeah, it's very different from the other one. So, being that I'm from South Georgia and I'm close to the Florida line, the South Florida line, a lot of the South Florida music would gravitate to us when I was younger and in the clubs, and those were the type of music that was being played. On top of your Southern hip hop, but South Florida music was gravitating to South Georgia. And it was already instilled in me. And when I just released my latest R&B project called A Thin Line Between Love and Lust. And on the album, I was like, you know what? I don't have anything that has this South Florida vibe, and I've been wanting to make a song like this ever since I said I was going to start back making music. So one night I just went into my studio and I wanted to have fun, basically describing a situation of when, I was just in the club and there was this woman that caught my eye, and it was love at first sight. And I found love in the club, and that's the gist of the song.
All right, let's check this one out. This is The Messenger. Name of this joint is called I Found Love. This is K100 Radio, and this is a direct line interview. Hit that subscribe button.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
It's The Messenger. I saw you looking good from across the room. You caught my eye, I cannot lie, I had to know you. I had to get closer, baby, so I pulled up like a chauffeur, baby. I like my women hot, I like my coffee, you don't woke me up like some Folgers, baby. And it's true, I like the way that you move, the way you do what you do, made me wanna come and joke with you. If you got me on fire,
It's going down. Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio. You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
All right, K100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzard. We rocking out with the messenger. What's happening? Before we get ready to get up out of here, I got to make sure I bring the homie on the line. Hey, messenger.
What's going on?
What's happening, man? I got to make sure that you give out your social media information and give out how people can find all your music on all platforms, bro. Give it to me, man.
Hey, what's good, world? Y'all can find me on all social media platforms at It's the Messenger. ITZ. Don't forget the Z. It's the Messenger. I'm on all distributing platforms as the Messenger. Go check out my latest project, A Thin Line Between Love and Lust. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, It's the Messenger. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and comment the latest video. Just stay tuned. And if you in Atlanta on May 7th, my next show is at the Culture Fest at Apache XLR. That's May 7th. That's a Saturday night. You don't want to miss it.
All right, gonna be up in the city. For sure. May 7th. That's around the corner, man. So good luck. I'm looking forward to checking you out. Maybe running across you in person, man. That's what's up, bro. Good stuff, man. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, K100 Radio. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Shout out to the messenger. Our second interview of the night. It was a great interview, man. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, you hit that subscribe button for K100 Radio, and of course over there on the messenger. Shout out to my guy DJ Swag. All right. I appreciate everybody who rocked out with these independent artists. That's what we do over here at K100 Radio. We just give you a straight-up conversation with some of these artists, you know what I'm saying? And our platform is built for you guys to just get a little more access to the independent artists. I mean, I know when you're an independent artist, you kind of already have access to those people because they're normal people, and a lot of times they got to get up and go to work, and you'll see them at wherever you see them, in Walmart or whatever, because they're not superstars, and they don't have people, at their every beck and call, you know what I'm saying, to do everything for them yet. But just remember, they still need to be respected as artists. They still got some dope shit to say. And so we just provide a platform for you over here on K100 Radio to check it out and have a conversation with them and listen to their music. So please support the platforms that support the indies if you really rock with indies and you like hearing new music and you want to show us some love. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to our YouTube channel or like us on social media or follow our podcast on Spotify. Sign up for our email, K100radio.com. Hey, we send out email blasts. You may come across your new favorite artist, man, because we got a lot of dope people in the pipelines. You feel me? So this is K100 Radio. Again, I'm your host, Blizzard, and this was a direct line interview. We'll catch you guys next time. Later.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B. When you think of K100 Radio,
We're taking this ball.
we got it on lock with classic hip hop and R&B.
We taking you back in the day.
Way back.
24/7 on your radio.
LL Cool J, Ice Cube,
Lauryn Hill,
Snoop D-O Double G, Outkast, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z,
Mary J. Blige,
Notorious B.I.G.
This is Q-Tip.
K100 Radio.
Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
Turn us up now. We are
Hip hop and R&G. I mean R&B.
In 3, 2, 1.
It's street anthems, bitch. Hey. Come on. Music certified by the streets.
This your man DJ Will Money. Catch my mix show Street Anthems live right here on this station. I'm playing the hottest hip hop and R&B music. I'm also showing love to all the independent artists.